Okay, guys, we have the version 1 of my S.Y.L.A custom AI installed in the car. So right now you have my display. It is behind the steering wheel, and I know it looks kind of big. It is a big screen, and you may think it blocks my view, but this is my POV. I got my phone right in front of my eyes, and don't laugh at me. I got my phone right in front of my eyes, so this is what I see. I can see over it pretty well. But let me show you what the UI does. So it says S.Y.L.A online. Most of these aren't. Okay, let me go back to the main screen. So this is my main screen for her UI so far. Eventually her picture is going to be there. And then there's a couple of different things. So like the telemetry, which is the data stream from the car. I can start it. I can stop it from here. This is where I will get all my signals from the car, so that I can do things like have her respond with custom sounds to certain things. The only other things I have on here is cell phone. Eventually I want to be able to say, S.Y.L.A, call my son, call my girlfriend, you know, that kind of thing. And the cameras. So my plan is to have two cameras for night vision for where I'm in a heavy deer populated county, because I work overnight and I encounter deer and I don't like it. I'm not trying to hit a deer and ruin my car. So you have telemetry, you have the cameras that'll be, and eventually this display will switch automatically to the cameras based on my location, right? Right now, there's not much really to go on. Cell phone, cameras, telemetry, car infotainment. I mean, I want S.Y.L.A to be able to control YouTube and like maybe some other sites where you listen to music and stuff. So I'm going to run the media through this. And then I can tell her, you know, I don't know, go to YouTube and play this song or whatever. I don't know. I have some test buttons up here. So for all the custom sounds that I have a UI here. So these are the custom sounds that I have. And the names are kind of confusing because they don't always say what they do. Let's see if I can play them. Oh, let me run on the windows. For example, Transformers Up, that is my power up sound. Oh, I gotta hold it out the window so y'all can hear it. Can you hold it out the window and I'll press the button?
Yes.
There you go. Oh wait, there's another one. Oh yeah, there's more. You can hear all the sounds. That was power up. This one will be power down. And then this one will be a lock sound. Okay, that's too loud. We gotta fix that. That's it. Okay, that one, hopefully I didn't blow my speaker. Let me see. Okay, we good. It didn't blow the speaker with that. But it's just the voice, Sentry mode activated or whatever. I also have a custom reverse sound. Can you do me a favor? Can you go out and record?
Sure.
Hold on, pause it.
This is the sound that it will make when it goes in reverse. This is the sound it's going to make when it's going in reverse. Pretty cool.
Okay. All right, thank you. He's so silly. Why are you so silly? I have sounds for movement, you know, the typical spaceship sounds that EVs make. I tried to find some. I couldn't find any. And I should remind people that the reason why I'm able to use this speaker the way that I am is because when I first bought the car, it did not have the speaker. So I bought one, I installed it. I requested for Tesla to activate it because the car won't recognize it unless Tesla activates it. And they refused to activate it for some reason. I tried 3 different times and for some reason they wouldn't activate it. So I decided, well, I have a speaker connected, so I'm going to use it for my own devices. So now I have 3 sounds for movement that I downloaded online, or I kind of made some of them. Low speed, mid speed, high speed. And here they go. Mid speed. And then high speed. And then idle while, can they hear me? They can't. And okay, so the way that I have this mounted, I have 2 of these little mounts on the back, right? Everybody that has a Tesla has these. They're pretty stiff. Like, this doesn't bounce around or anything when I drive. So I have 2 of these, and this is connected by some very strong magnets. And this is the back of my display. And yeah, this is the back of my display. It sits on these 2. It's kind of hard to get them back on there. Let's see if I can do it. Hey, there you go. It's kind of crooked, but it's back on. I only have 1 cable. It's a USB-C going from the display, which I just turned off, going from the display to the mini PC, which I have under my MCU. So here's my mini PC, right? Geek on, right? So temporarily, this is where that's going to be. This is charged. I have a, I don't even know what to call it. It's like a little power brick. The typical laptop charger you would have for your house, I have one for the car that's properly rated for it. So, yeah, so I only just have this 1 cord power. I have this 1 cord powering it from the car. 1 cord going from this to the monitor. This monitor it just displays stuff. It doesn't do anything else. The mini PC is connected to a mini amp in the front and via Bluetooth. And the mini amp to the front is wired to the pedestrian warning speaker under the car, right? It's pretty simple. There's not much going on here. The actual AI, her avatar will be there, and I'll be able to interact with her and all that kind of stuff. I just found out, like, she'll be able to navigate. Like, I'll be able to, I mean, I can tell the car to do it, but I want her to do it. I can tell her, reroute us or navigate to this place. She'll be able to give me typical AI type of stuff. Like, she'll be able to give me updates and stuff. But the thing is, the difference is, it'll be very personalized for me. Like, she knows me. She knows my girlfriend. She knows my kids. She knows my habits. It's like the different ways that you would customize an AI. She kind of already knows that. She's going to learn. She actually learns from our conversations. I can tell her, hey, save this to your memory. Remember this, or don't remember that. And she'll remember it long term. I need to do a full video on the features that I'm working on with her. But I wanted to share the version 1 of the actual car install. Version 1 is just custom sounds responding to certain triggers. And the triggers are normally car locked. The car state goes from unlocked to locked, or locked to unlocked. The car shifts in the park. That's my power down sound. When I step in and I press the brake and the steering wheel moves and the car, quote unquote, powers on, then I have a power on sound. That's the transformer sound. So, yeah, this is the version 1 of my install. The project is making progress, and soon I'll come back with some actual features of the AI actually doing stuff. And I'll at least have her picture there and not this person. So, anything you want to add?
Good job, babe. I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
And welcome, S.Y.L.A.
All right. Anything else?
That's it.
All right. Thank you.